Hi everyone, this is your movie critic guy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you like horses because today we're going to review Lean on Pete. This film was written and directed by Andrew Haigh, or Haigh, not sure how you say his name, but he is an English TV and film director. He's also a screenwriter and producer. I have not seen any of his other films. I have heard great things about his two previous films, being 45 Years and Weekend. This film follows a young boy named Charlie, who's played by Charlie Plummer, who lives in Portland, Oregon with a single deadbeat father who doesn't really make a whole lot of money. After he's given a job by a local horse trainer played by Steve Buscemi, he quickly develops a bond with one of the horses that the trainer owns named Pete, or Lean on Pete. And I feel like I really can't tell you anything else besides that because this plot goes in interesting directions and I really don't want to spoil anything. I think the trailer gave away way too much. So far, this is the saddest film I have seen this year. It's such a tearjerker without ever being overly sentimental or melodramatic. Andrew Haigh really just lets this story speak for itself. He lets it play out as it should, not rushing things and not trying to deliver any particular type of payoff. Because of that, this film does take its time and it does move fairly slow, which I know some people might not enjoy. But I don't think this film could have really been paced any differently in order for it to work as well as it does. This film at its core is really just about a character trying to find his place in life and seeking someone to rely on. And the journey to achieve this goal is long and painful, just getting more dark and challenging as the film progresses. There are moments in this film, guys, where it just feels like you're getting punched in the gut and you're doing all you can to not cry, which can really be attributed to the direction of Andrew Haigh, who takes on a really unwavering and fearless approach. When I fucking think about this movie, I get choked up and it's frustrating because I can't talk about it. When bad things happen in this film, the camera doesn't really pan away or cut. You see it happen in all of its glory or sadness. Any sort of minimal relief you experience in this film feels so satisfying because it's juxtaposed against so many heartbreaking and sad moments. And it's so easy to relate to these struggles because the character is so believable and relatable thanks to a really tight script and an excellent performance by Charlie Plummer. His goodwill and compassion makes him a very likable character. It's his best and worst trait. It's the reason why he makes a lot of admirable decisions, but also a lot of naive decisions. By the end of this film, his character is not the same person as he was at the beginning, and the transformation from beginning to end just feels so natural. And the great character development is not just limited to the protagonist. There's a lot of other great characters in this film with a lot of authenticity and depth, including Steve Buscemi, Chloe Sevigny, Travis Fimmel, and Steve Zahn, who all deliver good performances. These supporting characters that Charlie meets are very layered, and they're not these one-dimensional Good Samaritan type cliches, which was really refreshing to see. The cinematography is solid. I don't think it's anything mind-blowing, but there's plenty of shots in this film that were just really well composed and thought out. There's a couple of very well executed long takes that were very elaborate. This film made very good use of the locations they had to work with. There are some just great shots of the Midwest where you see these beautiful, gorgeous landscapes. There were a couple of minor things that bothered me technically. There were a couple of moving shots that looked a little jittery. There's also certain aspects about one particular long take that happens about halfway into the film that looked a little unconvincing. There's also a moment of really unconvincing sound design where a waitress pours a very small amount of tea into Steve Buscemi's mug, and it sounds like way more is being poured into it, like it's a full glass or something. Really nitpicky, I know, but both me and my cousin who watched it with me noticed it, so I felt like it was worth addressing, okay? Okay. Other than that, it is very well made. There's very little music in this film that I thought was used very well. It's very subtle. I think my favorite aspect about this film is that it manages to be both very sad but simultaneously hopeful and satisfying by the end. It's not like Manchester by the Sea where they just try to depress you as much as humanly possible. I think by the time you're done watching this movie, you'll feel both a strong sense of catharsis and satisfaction. Lean on Pete is such a good film, guys. I highly recommend it. I will definitely be buying it when it comes out on Blu-ray, and I will probably cry again after I see it a second time. I'm gonna give this film a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought about this film in the comments section below and leave a recommendation on a film that I should watch and review next while you're down there. Please be sure to check out the other content on my channel if you like what you see. Hit the like button if you like this video, or share this video, or both, whichever you prefer. I don't care. Just do what you think is best. And if you did the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I'm not gonna spam you. I'm just gonna give you one review a week, okay? I hope that's okay. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Jay, all day, every day. You know what it is. Signing off until next time.